Hey everybody, Dirili here. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Code Realize, Guardian of Rebirth. We're on I don't remember what number the chapter is, but it is called The Buoyant and the Bellicose. So, sit back, relax, and let me read you a story. Lupin confidently marches out of the dining room. I wonder what Lupin's going to do.
Knowing him, it's probably nothing decent. I totally agree. Like Van Helsing says, he's going to do something out of the ordinary for sure. I hope he doesn't bring back any trouble with him. But he's not the type to exaggerate without reason. We'll just have to sit tight and wait.
Lupin has no way of knowing what everyone is saying about him. But the next morning, he returns to the mansion with an amazing souvenir. The next day, I was sitting up in a daze, still drowsy after waking up. It seems a little too early to get up, but I should get out of bed. I sit up, deciding I might as well use this time constructively now that I'm up. While I'm stretching, a vibration shakes through the entire room. Is it coming from outside? I get out of bed and run over to the window. There. An airship?
Boy, are you up? Airship delivery.
Lupin's voice echoes loudly from the ship. That must be a loudspeaker, like Leonhardt had been using the other day. Lupin waves and smiles, but all I can do is wave absent-mindedly, too dumbfounded by the scene before me. I snap back to reality after a few seconds, then quickly make myself presentable and leave the room. Once I'm outside, I find everyone else from the mansion, including Deli and Cece, has gathered around. Everyone is looking up at the huge vehicle with round eyes. Wow! So this is an airship? It's gigantic! Cece spins around Deli, barking excitedly. That's right, it's an airship. Is this your first time seeing one too? No! I've seen them several times in the air, but this is something else. I didn't realize it would be so big.
You get it, Deli. This kind of thing is a true man's dream, isn't it?
Fine. Cece insists on looking at it up close, so I'm going to approach the airship. Do not attempt to stop me. He completely ignores Impey's attempt at conversation, and he seems to be ignoring Cece as well. Deli picks up Cece in his arms and runs towards the airship at full tilt.
So, now even Deli's ignoring me. What happened to respect for my dignity?
Impey stands there looking sad, so I decide to ask a question. Lupin said he's delivering it. What's that supposed to mean?
Who knows? I think that's the question we're all wondering about right now.
As we stand around, Lupin appears from within the airship and looks over at us, satisfied at a job well done.
Aren't you all up early? You could have slept in a little, you know.
Lupin laughs in good cheer, but Van Helsing speaks in his usual tone.
And where did you steal this from? You better not have done anything stupid that would ruin our negotiation with Queen Victoria. Hey, don't worry about it. I stole this from somebody we wouldn't feel guilty about. No problem at all. I see. How very you. You might even get an award from Scotland Yard for this.
An award. Saint Germain seems to have understood what Lupin was talking about right away. So where did you steal it from?
No idea. Don't sweat the small stuff. How about it, Impey? You think you can fix her up for the race? It's a pretty old model. Let's see. I guess it'll depend on the budget I have available. Don't worry about the money. Just keep working until it's a winning ship. That's what I stole it for. So, while Impey's working on this, the rest of us will have to gather the funds for the remodeling.
Lupin nods at Van Helsing's question.
I suspect we have no choice. To get a large sum quickly, maybe I'll sign up for a short-term bodyguard job. Raising funds, selling the patents for a few new drugs would probably bring in a good amount. Either way, we won't be able to move forward unless we win this race. Fine, I shall aid you with funding this time.
What to do? Everyone is mentioning ways to earn money, but I have no way to help them. What can I do? After some thought, I arrive at an idea. Impey, I can't raise money, so I was thinking maybe I could help you. Would you mind?
Of course not! Not only do I not mind, I totally welcome it. We'll make great progress with a fine assistant like you.
Thank you. I'll work hard, Impey.
While we're at it, I can even show you how to fly the airship. Of course, we'll have to get pretty cozy. Impey, just because you two are left alone, don't go making any moves on her, alright? If he does lay a finger on her, there will be some melting involved.
What are you talking about?
Well, it's not really relevant to the task at hand. Alright, time is money. We don't have much time before the race day. Everyone, go make as much money as you can.
While Lupin shouts, everyone goes off to fulfill their duties.
Shall we get started?
Yes, let's do it. From this point on, our days are busy. Impey and I built the parts in his studio, and I help him install everything in the airship's engines. Our renovations cost an immense amount of money, from purchasing parts to new gas. In addition to the money everyone brings in, we end up having to use the entire sum of money we'd saved up to this point. Nobody opposes this usage of money, since winning the race is our only way of getting that key information. Because we're so on top of our expenditures, we actually end up falling slightly under budget, but the real problem is time. The deadline is approaching, and we have to race against the clock. It's as if we've already entered the race. If we relax our guard even a little bit, we won't be finished with the remodeling before the race begins. Impey and I spend our days under an immense amount of pressure. 3 days until the race. Impey told me to go ahead and go to sleep, but Impey must still be working. I can't sleep, knowing that he must still be hard at work. There has to be something I can do to help. I start to think this, and I get an idea and leave my bed. After a while, I head behind the mansion. It seems he's still working, as suspected. The sounds of his work are comforting to me, and I walk through the yard briskly. Impey. I see him from behind, and I stop myself from calling out his name. It looks as if he's concentrating.
I guess this won't have enough power. Maybe I should thicken the wall and raise the pressure, but that's too risky, no.
He seems to be mumbling to himself. The light from the lamp casts shadows across his face. I don't want to bother him, but I also want to get a closer look at him while he's so intent on something.
I'll have to completely rework the system and install another engine. It'll take some time, but that might work.
Impey suddenly raises his head, and our eyes meet.
Huh? Cardia? Sorry, I didn't realize you were here.
He swiftly runs over and joins me at my side. Impey, I'm about to hand him the item I bought for him when a certain thought bubbles up. What if he doesn't want it?
What's up? I thought you'd already gone to sleep. Oh, are you holding something behind you?
But Impey's quick to notice that I have something. I guess there's no use hiding it. I bought you a late-night snack, a sandwich. I thought you might be hungry after working so hard. I know it really is a terrible-looking sandwich. There's a world of difference between this and what Impey usually makes. I had underestimated sandwich making. I thought you just needed some bread and something to stick between it. But when I first started making it, I realized my predicament, in that I was unable to take my gloves off. While I stood there at a loss, the Count happened by and helped me put it together somehow. I have to thank Saint Germain later.
What? You made this for me? Really? Is this your plan to get on my good side? Is that what this is?
Your good side? I don't know. You're just working so hard. I wanted to do something for you, even though it's just a little thing. Sadly, my result is just a hideous sandwich made using some vegetable scraps. I can't contain my disappointment, and my sadness clearly shows because Impey stops and smiles at me.
I see. That really makes me happy. Thanks. Why don't I take a little break, just to switch gears a little?
He tosses his equipment aside and starts climbing onto the studio's roof.
Come on up, Cardia. Let's sit by the edge here and eat together, under the stars. It's pretty romantic.
He hoists me up before I can even protest, and puts me down next to him. Here you go. Seeing that Impey has already sat down, I hand him the sandwich, with a bit of nervousness.
Thank you for the meal.
Impey takes the sandwich from the basket without any hesitation and puts it up to his mouth. How is it? I don't think it's anything like the meals you make.
This is great. This is the best sandwich I've ever had.
I'm greatly relieved to hear him say that he enjoys the sandwich. I'm glad. The stars. I remember Impey mentioned them, and I look up at the sky. There is a countless number of them, sparkling in the pitch-black night.
It's not that the sky is anything out of the ordinary, but looking up at the stars helps me when I'm stressing out.
Impey says this while he eats his sandwich beside me. I remember what I wanted to ask him. It's rare that we're alone together, so maybe I should just do it now. Impey, there's something I've been wanting to ask you. Impey finishes his sandwich and wipes his mouth before responding.
Oh, you want to know my type? I'd say it's a girl like you.
No, it's something else.
Oh? Wow, what's this? I feel like I've been cut right in two. Oh well, so what do you want to ask me? Go on ahead. I'll answer anything. Ask away.
I nod, encouraged by his smile. You look like you have so much fun when you're working with machinery. What made you decide to become an engineer? Was there any reason for it?
A reason? The reason why I became an engineer, huh?
Impey looks up at the sky and starts speaking with a nostalgic tone of voice.
I have to say it was the locomotive. The steam locomotive.
The steam locomotive. Do you mean the one from the abduction mission?
Yeah, that was a big iron beast, wasn't it? Of course, there were other reasons, and I gradually got into making things. But locomotives are definitely a catalyst for it. I used to live in a village way out in the countryside. We heard one day that tracks would be laid outside the forest, and everyone went wild. The grown-ups were also scared. The day the train was to pass, some of the more rebellious kids said they were going to check it out, and curiosity got to me. I snuck out to go see. We just waited and waited all day by the tracks, and we started thinking it wouldn't come at all. Then, we heard a high-pitched whistle far off in the distance. It was just a little black dot, getting bigger and bigger. It went clack, 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 clack. No sooner did we feel the vibrations, when a huge monster-like mess ran right past us. Black smoke rose from it, and its whistle echoed around us. Pure white steam was being spewed all around it. It was really something. The other kids ran away, and I was the only one left standing in a daze. My head was filled with the locomotive. All I could say was, wow. That was the beginning of Impey Barbicane, and the reason I decided to devote myself to becoming an engineer. It's a little embarrassing to talk about. Am I boring you with all this? I'm not gonna say that. I'm having fun.
No, I'm really enjoying this. I feel like I've learned a little bit more about you. It makes me happy.
Oh.
He's blushing. What's the matter?
I don't know. It's a little embarrassing when you're so honest and straightforward like that.
There's nothing to be embarrassed about. You're worthy of respect. Impey starts to climb down from the roof, his face a little red. I follow him down to the ground.
I did tell you earlier to go back to the mansion and go to bed. But why don't we work together for just a little while longer?
That's fine with me.
Alright, your smiles recharged me 100%. Let's tackle whatever's left to do.
Impey looks serious again. For some reason, seeing him like this makes me happy. Then, we use the limited amount of time we have to work on remodel after remodel in order to improve the airship's performance. Finally, at breakfast, on the day of the race.
Alright, it's finally time! Youngsters from all over Britain, no, all over the world, are watching the Black Gathering. Let's win this race with style, and get our hands on Isaac's literary remains, or whatever. Come to think of it, I have yet to hear the details of what goes on during the race. Do I need to be there in person?
Apparently, we need a minimum of 5 members on our team in order to register for the race.
Huh, I see. I suppose I'll have to go with you just for the body count. Still just staring. Why are those two just staring?
Why don't we take this opportunity to go to the racing venue in the airship and give it a little test drive?
That's a good idea. So you two, let's head over to the race. Why haven't either one of you said a word all morning? Oh, you noticed that, did you, Vicky? You want to know why we're so quiet? Well, why don't we just tell you?
Impey.
I'm sorry. It's just too funny that they just keep staring like that.
Impey gracefully stands up at the end of the table and looks at all of us. He slowly smooths his hair back. Then suddenly, he falls to his knees and places his head against the floor. The movement is fluid and refined.
What are you doing?
This is the ultimate form of apology, created by the finest minds in all of Asia. Dogeza!
Dogeza? I've never heard of it.
You said it was an apology, which means that you feel the need to apologize for something right now? Impey nods vigorously, his face still staring at the floor. I thought the race was tomorrow! What? I still have to install the modified engine and give it a test flight!
I always knew you were an idiot, but when you go this far, it's more funny than pitiful at this point.
I have no rebuttal! I had the date wrong too, and I'm sorry. I stand and bow, joining Impey in apology. Not that any of this will turn back the clock.
Well, what's done is done. Why don't we head to the venue ahead of them? What good will that do? There's no point in us going if we don't have an airship. The airship will make it. Knowing you, Impey, you'll find some way to fix it up just in time for the race, right?
Yeah, obviously. I'll be ready by 12 o'clock. Start time. Guarantee it. Impey, I'll help. I'm just as responsible. No need, but your enthusiasm is appreciated, Cardia. Just like Saint G was saying earlier, you need at least 5 people present to even register for the race. Deli's going to stay here and mansion sit, so I want you to go to the race with Lupin and the rest so we have enough people. I see. Right. Good luck. You can do it, Impey. Leave it to me. With a beauty like you cheering me on, there's no way I can fail. Time to get to work. Impey cracks his knuckles and takes off.
Are you sure he can do this? I'm going to fill him with more lead than a pencil if he can't even join the race.
We should be fine. His failures do stand out at times, but that's because he always tries new things. He is a gifted engineer. Lupin nods in agreement. I agree. Impey is truly skilled. He'll find some way to make it happen. Van Helsing, you do acknowledge that Impey is very technically proficient, don't you?
Even with his skills, his personality ruins it. Either way, I won't complain if he makes it in time. We've been through rougher situations together. Let's have some faith in him.
With Lupin's encouragement ringing in our ears, we prepare to depart. The Black Gathering's airship race will commence at noon. Audience members, please form a line to the right. Teams entering the race, please complete your registration here. The venue is already overflowing with people. Rumor has it there are a lot of new teams entering the race this year.
Oh? Then there may well be an unexpected twist. One of those rookie teams might hit the jackpot. Well, well, isn't it lively? Folks with nothing better to do coming in from all over the country. How nice! Half of these people are criminals. There certainly are some suspicious-looking faces in the mix here. Oof, I'm getting a little nervous. It's not good to fixate on victory. I'll be happy to join this race just to compete with you all as a team.
We're not here just to be together. We need to win.
Pardon me, you're right. I suppose I was too excited.
Excited voices can be heard from all over. We make our way through the crowd and arrive at the reception desk. We'd like to register our team. Of course. Please, show me which of the airships moored at the landing field is yours. Oh, well, sorry, but our airship isn't here yet. We're supposed to meet here. I see. Unfortunately, if you don't have your airship present, I can't register you. Will you have it here by 11 o'clock?
What? Why 11? I thought the race started at noon.
Yes, the race does start at noon, but we close registration an hour before the race is to begin.
My, we may be in some trouble. This isn't good. Impey probably thinks that the cutoff time is noon. We're in a bit of a predicament.
I'll go back to the mansion and tell Impey.
It's no use. It'll take you that long to get back to the mansion.
What should we do then? Is there any way we can contact him? If only we had an Aether communication device, but we don't have that sort of cutting-edge equipment at the mansion.
If there's nothing we can do, there's no reason to panic. All we can do is wait. We just need to keep believing in Impey.
I nod at Lupin's words, and we continue to wait anxiously for Impey to show up. 10 minutes go by. Then 30 minutes are gone in a flash. Registration closes in 30 minutes. Any teams that have not yet registered, please do so as soon as possible. That's easy for them to say. I wonder how Impey's doing.
This isn't looking so good. Well, at least this will be Impey's last day on Earth. That's a silver lining.
Van Helsing, you can't.
Come on, Impey. You can make it.
10 minutes later. This is bad. This is really bad.
Oh, as I recall, Impey is an extremely capable engineer, but isn't he usually a bit lax on time?
Count, that's not helping. Saying that right now is only making the rest of us more anxious.
Impey! Come on! Please! I believe in you! Just to make sure, if we can't join the race, we're going to simply steal the prize, correct?
I wouldn't bet on that, as we would be making enemies out of both the major crime firms and the Yard.
With the current state of things, it still seems to be our most realistic option.
And another 10 minutes go by. If you're going to register, then you really need to show me your airship now.
It'll be here soon, I promise. Right, Lupin? Can you wait just a little longer? Yeah, sorry, but I am starting to lose faith. It's strange to so confidently say that you're losing confidence.
Don't say such things like that. Impey will be here soon. Just then, something blocks the light above us, turning the ground dark for a moment.
Oh, what's this?
We hear a sharp whistle. I look up, trying not to get my hopes up.
The wait is over! Ladies and gentlemen, the star has arrived!
An airship passes by low overhead, with Impey waving at us from it.
That's our airship!
I see. I'll register you for the race. Please be at the landing dock 20 minutes prior to the race, and be ready for it. I'm so glad.
Oh, I'm happy he made it. I believed in him! Good job, Impey! You were just saying that you'd stop believing in him. Either way, we don't have to bother stealing now.
I'm so glad he made it. I'm curious, though. Hey, Lupin, where did you get that airship from in the first place?
Oh, I just... What? That's our airship!
I turn around at this shout to see a man looking up at the airship with his mouth agape.
Crap!
For some reason, Lupin ducks behind me. Lupin, did you steal that man's ship?
Pretty much. They're sky pirates who were using that airship to attack travelers and steal from other airships. So we get an airship, and Britain becomes much safer. That's what I call killing two birds with one stone. Exactly. But if those guys are here, does that mean they're entering the race? So it seems. It looks like they've entered a more modern ship. If they had two, why didn't you steal the better one? Give me a break. When I went out to steal our ship, I didn't have that sort of information. Captain, let's find whoever registered it and show him who's boss. What? That's no good. Fighting is prohibited here. Since when are we scared of a little rule like that? We've got to be strong. Dolt, it's one thing to be passionate, but this is a den of the underworld. If we break the rules here, we're done for. I see. That doesn't sound good.
It's probably best if they don't find out we're the owners of that airship.
They're no match against us, but we want as little trouble as possible. Make sure you don't do anything to give us away. Wahaha! How do you like it? This amazing ship is the product of incredible Mr. Impey!
Impey roars with laughter from the ship.
Of course he did that. Impey, eh? We'll get you good, Impey. Fantastic. Now the Sky Pirate will definitely target us.
With help from the staff standing by at the landing field, Impey is able to moor the airship at the starting point. Once we make sure the Sky Pirates are nowhere to be seen, we meet up with Impey when he gets off the airship.
What do you think? I'm here with plenty of time to spare. Well, actually, you were cutting it pretty close there. What? And starting today, a group of Sky Pirates will be after your skin. You should watch your back from now on. What? What happened while I was gone?
As we're talking amongst ourselves.
Ahoy! So, that ship belongs to you lot.
A sudden shout burst from behind us.
Oh my god. We turn around. We turn around. Hold on, give me a second.
We turn around and find a man grinning from ear to ear, dressed in an eccentric outfit.
Well, isn't it wonderful? A truly wonderful ship!
The man speaks excitedly, not paying any attention as we stand dumbfounded.
Who are you? Oh, pardon me. It's certainly not like me to go on without introducing myself.
This man, why does he strike some strange pose every time he opens his mouth? Is there a reason behind it?
Okay, I'm ending this chapter right here because we've already hit over the 30-minute mark. We'll continue this in the next episode. I'm sorry, I knew that this guy was in the game because I saw the little, papers and stuff, but still he's beyond what I expected. It's just, everybody in the game looks so, dignified and poised, except for him. You, pan across the people and suddenly you see him, it's like, it's just crazy looking. It rubs the lotion on its skin. I don't know, this guy is just nuts. Alright, so, we'll continue this in the next episode. I don't know what to do with his voice. I don't know if I'm doing a crazy enough voice or if I'm even going to remember how to do the crazy voice that I'm doing right now. But, I hope to see you in my future videos, and I'd be so grateful for any likes, comments, subscriptions, or shares with your friends to show some support. Thank you so much for joining me, and I wish you all health, happiness, and safety. Dirili signing out. Bye-bye, everybody.